Hey, what's going on, guys? You got me on my drill weekend, so this is the time where I answer the real-life Call of Duty, not the video game, although I do play that as well. So we're talking about sustainable agriculture, and the past posts have all been talking about a sustainable way to live, something that we can count on year to year, life cycle, everything to the end of our lives, and then our children's lives, our children's children's lives. So if we're going to also do that, we also think about agriculture, farms, things that we grow, and how we reap and sow from the earth. Now, some of the concepts that they talk about for regular technology, how does that apply to farming? Now, the sustainable agriculture that I think of when I was reading this was George Washington. No, not George Washington, the president, actual George Carver Washington. When George Washington was a peanut farmer, he didn't realize exactly what was happening in the ground, but it was in the back of his mind. So what happened when he grew up was he started planting these things and realized that the nutrients that were being put back into the soil actually made the soil able to grow other things afterwards. So he introduced this crop rotation. Not that he was rotating the crops in different soils, but he had an idea of what nutrients he wanted to put back into the soil so that you can reap a better crop from something else. So if we were talking about the peanuts that he was planting, the next thing that he would want to reap back out of it was obviously either cotton or tobacco. Those are the two most notable things that they were growing. Nowadays it's all about corn and how they can do that. Hey! This is Daisy. She's not happy right now. Anyways, if we started rotating those crops and we started talking about what we wanted to grow after that, we also start talking about irrigation techniques. Certain plants require more water, more sun, all these different things come into effect when you're growing a plant. And then you also have the astronomical effect of the weather. You can't predict that months and months ahead of time. Sometimes you might be able to say that there might be a drought coming in a couple years, but that's not for sure. Or you might say El Nino would definitely have an effect on how much rain you might get that year, how much water you're going to actually use. So there are definite things that you can project, but you can't count on them 100%. So this sustainable agriculture definitely brings something different to the table, and it's not talking about using solar panels to soak up the sun, but there are different things that you can do to have a sustainable agriculture life. So the life cycle assessment is one thing that I saw. The life cycle assessment of how long you can start using the land, how much can you get from it. So it kind of is a weird concept to have of soil goes bad. It gets moldy. You need to put worms into the ground. There are things that you can do to actually make the soil more fertile, as well as crop rotation and things like that. One of the things was Farm City. I'm going to leave a link down in the description for SourceFed's video of the Farm City, where they are stacking farms on top of each other because we can't expand the land anymore left and right, but we can expand up. So this is something that you're going to have to check out in a separate video, including watching my video. I understand it's a lot of videos, but hey, don't get distracted on YouTube. There's a lot of crazy Harlem Shake stuff going on, right, Daisy? Is that right? You like the Harlem Shake? She likes the Harlem Shake. Anyways, I love your faces, and we'll see you next time.